So we are very fortunate to have two of the most successful entrepreneurs in history with us today. And I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs in the audience and future entrepreneurs. So I thought I'd start on the theme of entrepreneurship and ask you both, what motivated you to start these fantastic companies in the first place?
Sure, yeah. So about 11 years ago now, I was working at a company called General Magic as a developer support engineer. And in my free time, I was trying to come up with something that would help me escape developers. But unfortunately, it seems like I'm always in front of developers. No. So at the time, the web was developing. It was sort of early days, and I had been watching the development of the web, the interactivity of the web, and at the same time thinking about the theory of markets, efficient markets, what makes markets efficient, and the notion that, in fact, individuals were being locked out of the most efficient markets. And I had this personal experience back in those days where I tried to invest in an IPO stock, and supposedly the financial markets are incredibly efficient, which means that individuals can compete on a level playing field. That's part of the definition of an efficient market. And I discovered through that experience that, in fact, individuals could not compete on a level playing field with the bigger investors. And so I saw in the internet the opportunity to finally actually create a level playing field where individuals can compete with big companies and basically get the benefit of participating in an efficient market because of the internet. So that's really what motivated me to get moving with eBay. It was a project I worked on nights and weekends while I was not doing developer support. And as I say, I was unsuccessful in my escape from developers. No, actually, this is one of the things I look forward to over the last 3 years is coming and actually being part of the developers conference that we do.
And was the PEZ, in fact, the beta test?
Well, the other sort of part of the story was I saw the passion that my wife had for collecting, and I saw the passion that individuals brought when they could connect with other people that shared those interests, connect around that shared area of interest, do business with each other, and it was a very inspiring thing.
Scott?
Well, my wife complained about doing the bills. And she's very good at it. She's very bright. It was a pain in the butt. And it struck me that with computers now entering people's lives, this was back in the Pleistocene era, back in 1982, that with computers now entering homes, that financial work shouldn't be done by humans. Humans are too valuable. It should be done by machines. I mean, a lot of this stuff is stuff you have to do, whether it's taxes or bookkeeping or reconciling a checkbook or paying bills. It should be done by machines. At the time, the main use of computers in large corporations was for finance. So it clearly proven itself then, but nobody had made stuff that regular people could use. There were some people who had adapted systems made for corporations to regular consumers, but they were unusable by regular consumers. Kind of SAP for home use. And no one in that industry was absolutely dedicated to the person at home. So we started building stuff absolutely based for the raw novice at home. We even used the Palo Alto Junior League for our test sessions, our usability test sessions, to try to find people who were as far from the corporate world as you could get. And so that's what led to all of this.